All right, so page 8 talks about taking a survey. We're not going to worry about that, but I did just want to talk about a reminder of those two terms, mean and median. So let's talk about how you would define, or if you had to tell somebody how to find those two things, how would you describe it? So just kind of your own definitions for mean and median. So does anybody have an idea? If somebody would ask you, how would I find the mean? What would you tell them?
Isn't the mean like how many numbers there are?
You add all the numbers and then how many numbers will all divide.
Okay. You add up all the numbers. And divide by what? Divide by how many numbers there are. That's exactly right. Do the numbers have to be in order for you to do that?
Yes. No.
No.
Depends if you want it.
You could put them in order, but it's not certainly not necessary. You're just adding them anyway. What is it also called? It's got a more common name other than mean. AKA also known as average. Also known as the average. Okay, now if you had to tell somebody how to find the median.
The middle number.
Okay, do I have to put the numbers in order?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to say first, put numbers in order from small to big. Then I'm going to then eliminate the big and small number until you find the middle. That's the key. Median is the middle. I always think of the median of the road. Median and interstate is the ditch in the middle of the two roads. That one should be easy to remember. All right. We're going to do number 1. Know you what? Let's do number 3 on both of these. And then part of your assignment's going to be to finish them. So let's add the fractions. 3/4 plus 5/6. Can I add them right now?
No.
No. So I got to figure out a common denominator. The first number 4 and 6 both go into
12.
12. So let's look at the first fraction. Remember, you got to do it twice. Some of us have been having trouble only wanting to do this once. I got to change both fractions. So how do I get from 4 to 12?
By multiplying it by 3.
By taking it times 3. So what do you think I got to do to the top?
Times it by 3.
Times it by 3, which is
9.
3 times 3.
9.
9. Now I am not done. Now I got to look at the other fraction. That fraction is 5 over 6. Guess we'll just have to ignore the drilling that they're doing. How do I get from 6 to 12?
By timesing 2.
By timesing it by 2. So what do you think I got to do to the 5? Times it by 2. Anybody? 5 times 2?
10.
Times 2. Now I can add them. So whenever you do these guys, you got to do both fractions. This one needed a bottom of 12. I had to take it times 3. So I took the top times 3. This one needs a bottom of 12. So I had to take 6 times 2. So I had to take the top times 2. Now I can add them. What's 9 plus 10? 19 out of 12. Should I leave it like that?
No.
No.
Divide.
What's 12 minus 19? 7? I got 7 left over. 1 and 7/12.
Normally, wouldn't you divide that though?
Yep. 12 divided by 19. Nope.
No, 19 divided by 12. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Top number goes in the box. It goes in 12. Got 7 left over. 7 over 12.
Okay.
All right. Number 3. Again, we're going to do this one together where it says rewrite. We're just going to put them in number order. So 1, 2, 2, 4, 8, and 12. What is the max? 12. What is the min?
1.
What is the range?
2.
Nope.
8.
11. Remember, it's big minus small. 12 minus 1 is 11. The median. Okay. Cross out the big and small. Cross out the big and small. And I'm left with 2 numbers there. So I got to figure out what's in the middle of those 2.
So first, don't you?
Well, you should be able to see it. What's in the middle of 2 and 4?
Oh, 3.
3. If you couldn't see it, you add them up, and then you divide by 2.
Oh,
6 plus 4 is, or 2 plus 4 is 6, divided by 2 is 3. But hopefully you can see that.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Okay? You're going to do those other ones here in a minute. And then I'm going to give you the other part of your assignment. It's only 4 questions. We're going to do one together, and then I want you to try them. Second page is just a spot for your work. For some reason I didn't make myself a copy. Alright, if I tell you, let's see, let's just pick one. Let's do number 2 together. That's probably a trickier one. Again, it's not on there yet. It says, now I'm willing to give you half of 2/3 of the money in my pocket. In my pocket, I have $90. How much will you get? So it's half of 2/3. So first, let's look at the 2/3. Let's figure out 2/3 of 90. Remember what the word of means?
Multiply.
Multiply. So I'm going to take the first fraction times 90.
Can I write it right here?
Put it on that work page. Okay. Let's cross cancel. How many times does 3 go into 90?
30.
30. So I'm going to cross cancel and make it 1 and 30. That made it a lot nicer, right? The ones are on the bottom. So what's 2 times 30?
60.
60. So remember, this whole problem I started with 90 and I'm giving you half of 2/3. So I just figured out 2/3. So I got to figure out half of that. What's half of 60?
30.
30. Okay, now I should be able to answer all the questions. If I'm giving you half of 2/3 of the money in my pocket, how much am I giving you? You just figured it out.
$30.
$30. So that goes in that first blank. On number 2. Make sure you're on number 2. It's on the bottom there. Everybody see it?
You have the numbers and stuff.
I do?
Yeah. Number 1 was if I tell you, I will give you.
Yep, we're not doing that one. We're only doing number 2. This is all number 2. Okay, do you see another line there with number 2?
Yep.
Okay. Whatever you get for A, or number 1, excuse me, you're going to add it to 30. That'll go there. Everybody hear that? Whatever you get for number 1, you'll add it to 30, and that'll go for number 2, the second line. I'll help you set up number 1. I'll give you 2/5 of the money in my right pocket, and there's $100 there. 2/5 of means multiply. $100. So 2/5 times 100 will tell you how to do number 1. And then whatever you get there, you add it to 30 to get the second line of number 2. So your homework, guys, is to finish that. There is a front and back. You'll hand that in on Monday. And then I want you to finish these 5 problems too, the ones we didn't do.
That's it.
That's it.
Can you move the thing down?
Okay? So 5 questions plus finishing that worksheet. Does that make sense? All right.